is Pakistan, and a visibly dara hua Pakistan, who now says that they will not play against India in the coming World T20 match. Now, this is coming as Pakistan finally has ended the suspense over its participation. Even though Pakistan will not pull out of the upcoming T20 World Cup starting in another 5 days, here's the catch. The team has decided that it will not play against India, a match that was to take place in Sri Lanka in Colombo. Now, the Pakistani government has announced that the approval has been granted to the Pakistani team to play in the T20 World Cup, which will kickstart in some days from now. However, the Pakistan government's post on social media platform says that Pakistan won't take the field against India on the February 15th. So while Pakistan will play in the World Cup, it will boycott this particular match against India. This comes months after Pakistan was shredded to pieces in the Asia Cup that was held in September last year. The trophy that still remains with them as they have stolen it. But India and Pakistan faced each other at least 3 times, with India winning all of the 3 encounters, including the final that happened on the 28th of September back then. Now, it remains to be seen what action ICC takes against Pakistan for deciding to skip the match against India, as sources say that the ICC hasn't received any written communication from the PCB or the Pakistan Cricket Board yet, and the decision or any action or sanctions will be taken only after PCB informs the ICC about this. But India has a game plan. Sources say India will proceed as per the ICC protocol. They will be traveling to Sri Lanka. They will be practicing as per schedule. They will be also doing the pre-match press briefing, reach the stadium on time and wait for the match referee to call off the match, because that is the protocol. As per the rule, points will be awarded only if one team is present on the field and the other refuses to take the field. If both teams are not in the field, then the match would be considered to have been abandoned and each team will get then 1 point. We are not ready to give that even 1 point to Pakistan.
I think Pakistan, जो government है या PCB है, they're all damaging their own cricket. It's not going to solve their problems. Someone has to be there to think right, you know. They are not thinking right at the moment, you know. They want to support Bangladesh. You keep on supporting Bangladesh. That's not our business. But end of the day, who suffers? Bangladesh is going to suffer, and you going to suffer.
Now, very strong statement from the International Cricket Council on Pakistan Cricket Board boycotting India-Pakistan match seems to be coming across. Let's take you through that statement, where the ICC has noted the statement that the government of Pakistan has made regarding the decision to instruct its national team to selectively participate in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. While the ICC awaits official communication from the PCB, this position of selective participation is difficult to reconcile with the fundamental premise of a global sporting event where all qualified teams are expected to compete on equal terms as per the event schedule. Let's connect with Karishma on this. Arunil is also joining us here on the broadcast. Good morning to both of you. Karishma, what exactly is wrong with Pakistan over here? ICC tournaments that are built on sporting integrity, consistency and fairness. However, the selective participation of Pakistan, doesn't it undermine the very spirit and the sanctity of these competitions?
Well, absolutely, Amita. And the fact that the hybrid agreement was signed with Pakistan, in which they agreed to play at a neutral venue with India from the 2024 to the 2027 cycle. And if they felt that there was a security issue in India, well, the fact is that they are going to be playing in Sri Lanka. They're already going to be in Colombo, so they cannot hide behind the fact that they can say there is a security issue or they don't want to play with India because of a security issue, because they're already going to be in Colombo and play some matches. Apart from that, very interestingly, yesterday there was an Under-19 World Cup, India versus Pakistan, which was already happening. So why couldn't Pakistan just pull out of that rather than pulling out of a match which is now 10 days later, because it wants to do theatrics, it wants to do drama, and it is still possible that it might just go back on its word, because ICC statement categorically tells Pakistan Cricket Board that there will be implications. Think about it one more. Let's come to a mutually, applicable solution, and we can think about this. But if you don't think about it, then be ready for the global implications that are going to be there on Pakistan cricket. So this could still just be theatrics from Pakistan cricket.
All right. Well, still exactly not giving out the reasons why they've decided to not play against India. Is it standing in solidarity with Bangladesh? Because there is nothing really that Pakistan can actually do here. While the ICC respects the roles of government in matters of national policy, but this decision is not in the interest of the global game or the welfare of fans worldwide, including as far as when it comes to many in Pakistan who seems to be also criticizing the move of the PCP and the government there. But as far as when it comes to this T20 World Cup face-off is concerned, now the two teams that have played at least 8 matches and 6 of them that have been won by India, one of them has been won by Pakistan and 1 match has been tied. But when we speak of the T20 international face-off, 16 matches that have been played so far between India and Pakistan, where India have won 12 and Pakistan has also won 3. But what we are looking at as far as these pictures that are now coming in, more reactions from the cricket fraternity as more and more former cricket players have now come out calling Pakistan's hypocrisy on a day that they were actually, their team was participating in an ICC event against India.
देखिए मुझे लगता है कि पिछली बार ये क्या कह सकते हैं, मुझे तो थोड़ा तरस भी आता है, थोड़ी हैरानी होती है कि चाहते क्या है, कि कहते हैं ना हमारे विनाश काल है विपरीत बुद्धि। क्योंकि अगर आपने नहीं खेलना है तो अगर आप ये मैच ना खेल के आपने पॉइंट्स कंसीड कर दिए और आप आगे अगर इंडिया से मिलते हैं तो तब भी नहीं खेलेंगे क्या? तो अगर ये बात आपने तय कर ली है तो आईसीसी के पास कोई आपने रास्ता छोड़ा नहीं है। आईसीसी विल हैव टू किक देम आउट बिकॉज ये तो ब्लैकमेलिंग होगी ना, ये तो कॉर्नर कर दिया। और किसके लिए? क्योंकि अब मुद्दा क्या है, देखिए रीजन ये क्या है कि बांग्लादेश को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। अगर आपको किक आउट करके बांग्लादेश को आप बुला लेते हैं तो फिर आपके पास क्या लोकल स्टैंडर्ड रह जाएगा? आप कैसे शक्ल बचाएंगे अपनी? पर मुझे लगता है कि वो सोच ही नहीं रहे। वो सोच रहे हैं कि देखिए सारे मतलब अपने घर को फूंक के जो है ना थोड़ी सी गर्माहट लेने के मूड में है वो। अब जानते नहीं कि नुकसान तो चलो पैसे का तो होगा। वो दे आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड एवरी गिवन वे टू स्पाइट इंडिया, टू रिटॉर्ट इंडिया, कि बताएं देखिए हम सुपीरियर हैं आपसे। पर ये समझ नहीं आ रहा कि हमारा तो मुंह लाल है सेब खा के, वो अपना मुंह लाल कर रहे हैं चाटा मार के।
Well, politics, however, has already begun over this issue, with the Congress now questioning the BCCI and the central government, asking why India is not boycotting these matches against Pakistan.
तो हिंदुस्तान को खेलने की उनके साथ जरूरत आ रही है भाई। अब ये तो बीसीसीआई को इनको सोचना चाहिए ना कि देश के सम्मान के साथ समझौता ना करें। बांग्लादेश का खिलाड़ी ले लिया तो हंगामा था वो, और ये पाकिस्तान के साथ क्या है? पाकिस्तानियों के साथ क्यों मैच खेलना चाहते हो भाई? हमें तो नहीं खेलना चाहिए। हम तो पहले दिन मना करा था, तब भी कहा था, अब भी कह रहे पाकिस्तानी धूर्त लोग हैं, इनके साथ कोई रिश्ता नहीं रखना चाहिए। पहले मना करना चाहिए था, हमें पहले ही कह देना चाहिए क्लियर एकदम।
There are people who does politics on cricket, and there are this kind of politics happens with the game of cricket for a long time, and it is the boards which should decide, and the countries in that situation which government should also react. There was a time when Operation Sindoor was happening. In that time there was a huge opinion that there should not be any kind of game between the both countries, because both the countries were at confrontation. Therefore, it is a very important thing that if we want to escalate and we want to keep these kind of tensions across the two countries, the normalization of relations won't be that smooth as we expect. I hope that the government of India will take a right call.
Well, let's connect with Arunil on this. Arunil, many things are wrong with Pakistan, but this time what would happen if two teams were to meet once again, either in the semi-final or the finals? Then what would they do?
Well, that clarity has not been given by the Pakistan government. Ideally, the Pakistan Cricket Board should make its stand very clear. They should have communicated to the International Cricket Council, also given out some kind of a statement that what exactly they're trying to do. They may forfeit the match of February 15th match, which is in the group stage against India. But what if the two teams again meet in the latter stages, basically in the knockout rounds? That time also, is the Pakistan Cricket Board ready to forfeit the match? They will be out of the tournament. Also, it impacts the spirit of the game as well. This is what the ICC has said in its statement, a very stern warning being given, because there are financial implications to this. You have agreed to plan basically an itinerary. You have agreed to play at a neutral venue whenever India and Pakistan meet at an ICC event. This has happened in the past as well. Now, why Pakistan is deciding on this front, that is again baffling as well. What kind of sanctions can be imposed on Pakistan? That will also be a very significant aspect to look into. Pakistan recently has got cricket hosting rights after the dastardly or the infamous attack on the Sri Lankan team in Lahore. Recently, only Pakistan was allowed to host games, international games on its soil. But that can also be impacted. PSL, their T20 league, like the IPL over here, where foreign players play over there. Will the ICC impose via the other cricket boards, be it Australia, be it South Africa, impose sanctions on Pakistan with players from these countries not being allowed to travel, where a massive fine can also be expected on Pakistan if they forfeit the match against India. India's game plan is clear. They're going to take to the ground, take to the field on February 15th. Only by that they can get
but
those.
But there is still no reason, Arunil, that has been given, because it remains to be seen what action that the ICC takes as the decision not to play against India seems to be a clear violation of the tournament guidelines. It is also worth noting that Pakistan's request to play, India at a neutral venue, that has been also accepted. So hence, there don't seem to be any grounds for the team to refuse to play against India. And it seems that the defeat is imminent, and that's something Pakistan seems to be scared of. Let's also talk about how Mahesh Jethmalani has now questioned the timing of when it comes to the Pakistani government's interference when it comes to the game of cricket. And also talking about Pakistan cricket diplomacy, saying that the defeat looked certain, and that is why Pakistan then decides to change the script. Mahesh Jethmalani is of the opinion that Pakistan says that it will boycott the T20 World Cup match against India. What timing on the very day when their under-19 team plays against India and loses miserably? So a pattern which is so familiar that has also become a tradition, and this is Pakistan cricket diplomacy 101. When defeat looks certain, then change the script. We've seen this movie before on the pitch and even during Operation Sindoor, when bravado lasted exactly until reality arrived, and then came please to stop. Well, boycott today, bluster tomorrow, Arunil, beg the day after, and some things about Pakistan never change.
Well, the entire situation is laughable. It is baffling as well. If the Pakistan government did not want to play against India, then why their team was playing in the under-19 match? They in fact got routed against the India under-19 team as well. Clear-cut, baffling things coming to the fore. And we have also seen the Pakistan Cricket Board has not made its stand very clear. We understand that Mohsin Naqvi, the Pakistan PCB chairman, who's also a minister in a Pakistan government, recently had a word with the Pakistan Prime Minister. That is where it seems to be decided that the Pakistan cricket team will not be allowed to play.
Please stay on with us. Let's get some political reactions on this. IP सिंह जी, आप पाकिस्तान तो पाकिस्तान है, उसको जानता है कि वो हारना तो उसको है ही, लेकिन अगर खेल के मैदान में पहले अगर एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि वो खेलेंगे और फिर बाद में कहते हैं कि वो सिर्फ भारत के साथ ही और उसके खिलाफ नहीं खेलेंगे, ये क्या खिल्ली पाकिस्तान अपनी उड़ाते हुए आप नजर आ रहा है सर आपको?
और निश्चित तौर से पाकिस्तान डरता है भारत से। पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट जगत में भी अलग थलग पड़ा हुआ है। उसकी क्रिकेट टीम ऑलमोस्ट खत्म हो गई है। दुनिया में उसकी कोई इमेज नहीं रह गई है। पाकिस्तान में कोई भी देश खेलने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर्स वो चाहते हैं कि आईपीएल जैसे बड़े जो क्लब हैं उनमें खेलने का उन्हें अवसर मिले, और बिल्कुल उन्हें भारत ने बाइकआउट कर रखा है। अगर वो बांग्लादेश के साथ खड़ा होता है तो जो आईसीसी के नियम है उसके तहत उन्हें जरूर कॉल करना चाहिए। लेकिन पाकिस्तान ये जानता है कि इंडियन टीम इतनी मजबूत टीम है कि उसके सामने हम बार बार मैचेज हारते रहे हैं। इस वजह से पाकिस्तान इस तरह का इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर इस तरह के विवाद खड़ा कर रहा है। मैं समझता हूं कि इंडियन टीम को जरूर उन्हें अवसर देना चाहिए कि अगर वो आते हैं तो वो मैच हारेंगे। और भारतीय टीम का स्टैंड पिछली बार भी जिस तरह से ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में था, हम सबका माना था, पूरा देश मान रहा था कि पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच नहीं होने चाहिए। और आज भी हमारे तमाम नागरिकों की मौत हुई, पूंछ में दर्जनों लोग मारे गए और जिस तरह से उन्होंने ब्रूटल कार्रवाई किया, जिस तरह से आतंकवादी गतिविधियां पाकिस्तान स्पॉन्सर करता है, तमाम लोगों की मौतें हुई है।
पॉलिटिकल इंटरफेरेंस कहते हैं और एग्जैक्टली यही चीज अभी पाकिस्तान में नजर आती हुई दिख रही है, क्योंकि ये पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से बताया गया कि ये फैसला है जो पीसीबी को आगे बताया गया, ये निर्देश किया गया है कि आप टूर्नामेंट में तो आप हिस्सा लीजिए लेकिन सिर्फ भारत के खिलाफ आप मैच नहीं खेलेंगे। धन्यवाद आपका आईपी सिंह जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। टू यू अरुणील एंड करिश्मा।